Hey everyone, and welcome. I'm from WisePlex, and if you're gearing up for your 2026 ICSE Class 10 Maths exam, you are going to want to listen up. We're about to dive into one of the most important and honestly, most misunderstood parts of how your paper is actually graded.
So picture this. You're working through a tough math problem. You've checked your work, you've got the final answer, and you feel great about it. You're sure you nailed it. But then you get your paper back, and you've lost marks. It's super frustrating, right? And it happens all the time. So what is going on?
Well, there's a huge rule in the ICSE evaluation system that so many students just don't know about, or maybe they just ignore it, and it costs them big time. Seriously, understanding this one thing can be the difference between a decent score and an absolutely fantastic one. This is the secret we're going to unlock today.
Just let that sink in for a second. This comes directly from how your paper is checked. That perfect, correct final answer all by itself is worth absolutely nothing. A big fat zero. This one rule completely flips how we're all taught to think about math, doesn't it?
We call this the zero-mark rule. And it's simple, but it's ruthless. The ICSE board needs to see the whole story of how you got to your solution. If you don't show your step-by-step work, that correct answer of yours, well, it might as well not even be there.
And that's a fair question. You're probably thinking, hey, I got the right answer. Doesn't that prove I know what I'm doing? Well, from the examiner's point of view, not really. Let's dig into why they think this way.
This really gets to the heart of it. Your board exam isn't some race to see who can scribble down an answer the fastest. Nope. It is designed to be a test of your process. They want to see your logical thinking, that you understand the theorems, and that you know how to apply the formulas the right way.
Try to think like the examiner for a minute. They can't read your mind, right? All they have is what you've put down on that paper. Your step-by-step work is how you communicate your thought process. It's the proof they need that you didn't just guess or, get the answer from a friend. Your method is the real answer.
So if we know this rule, where do most students get it wrong? It almost always comes down to one huge mistake. It's a habit a lot of students think is good and neat, but it's actually the fastest way to throw away marks. We call it the rough work trap. This is a hard truth you just have to accept right now. That page at the back of your answer booklet, your separate rough notebook, it's basically invisible to the person grading your paper. They are told not to look at it, and they won't give you any credit for it. Anything you write there might as well not exist.
So let's see how this trap plays out. A student does all the hard work in their rough space, gets the right answer, and then, just to keep their main answer sheet looking clean, they just write down the final number. This is a direct path to getting a zero on that question, even with the right answer.
Okay, now for the right way to do it. Think of your answer sheet as your main workspace. All your calculations, every single step, it all belongs right there under the question number. Your final answer should just be the logical endpoint to the clear, easy-to-follow story you've just told with your work. All right, so we get the rule, we get the biggest mistake. How do we turn this into a solid game plan for your 2026 exams? Well, it's all about changing your habits, and you've got to start today. This right here is your new mantra. I want you to practice this in every single test from now on. First, all your work goes on the main sheet. Second, remember, the process is what gets you the marks. And third, that final number, it's just the cherry on top. Your main job is to make your thinking totally visible. So, the key takeaway is this. Starting right now, your goal in math isn't just about finding the right answer anymore. It's about showing the right method, clearly and logically, right there on the paper. If you can master showing the process, the correct answer will naturally follow. And so will the full marks.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. An answer finder might get the number right, but a true problem solver proves they understand the why and the how. And the ICSE board rewards the problem solvers. Which one are you going to be? The choice is completely yours.
Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Here at WisePlex, we're all about helping you master not just the answers, but the whole process for ICSE success. Keep practicing the right way, and trust me, you'll be on your way to smashing your goals.